Kilo Bravo 148, Kilo Bravo 148, waving a hand stateside.
CQ, the actual Irish Rover 187 Southeast Ireland. Irish Rover 187 Southeast Ireland calling.
Good afternoon,
I did hear a station saying good morning there. I did hear a station calling Irish Rover 187.
Anyway, sounding voice on this old track set of 4-element quad. Mr. Dodge, Northwest Corner, 1378 on this little baby transmitter. I'll see you.
Alright. Here's another short video on this HyGain Utopia 623 from the 70s. And let me turn that volume down a little bit. As you can see here, these meters are kind of cool. Even on sideband, you're not seeing a lot of movement. You know how sideband, usually you're going to see that swing of somebody talking, right? But this just kind of has an AGC that keeps it up and keeps it there, and then kind of mellows out and comes back down. Yeah, really cool. A little different. So this is the HyGain Utopia number 3. This is the one that had the original PLL mod on it. Yeah, you can tell here, somebody went through the trouble to put on those extra channels even. So, yeah, that's the mod with the burnt board. It didn't work. I had a bad chip actually, so I replaced that chip, got her working, and figured that thing out. So, yeah, you've seen those videos hopefully. On this radio, we're going to take a look at the oscillator board. Now, these oscillator boards are probably the hardest part in this whole radio. This one was bad. Yeah, if you come over here, the signal comes in from the PLL board, the encodes basically, and it comes up here to this first transistor. Well, good thing for me, I had more than one radio, so it was a little easier to troubleshoot. But, yeah, I had a shitty signal there, and on the other radios, great signal. I'm like, okay, what could do that? It comes right out of the pin just about. So it turns out this transistor right next to it and this diode detector were shot. Not sure why, but yeah. So I replaced them both, and up, it came alive. Wow. So that's great, because now I got a third one. So that's what you see me here doing with the extender card. I built myself an extender card out of some 3.94 millimeter Molex connectors, 6-pin and a 4-pin, and made a little extender there. And that allowed me to bring up this oscillator so you can get in there and adjust it while it's hot. Now I'll give you a couple quick little tips. This one here is for your PLL lock voltage. So let's say it locks at channel 1 okay, but get up to channel 40 and it's not locked anymore. So you might have to adjust this a little bit. Yeah, the test point for the voltage measurement, I don't see where it's marked according to these schematics. But anyway, that's what you do with that guy. This one over here, when your clarifier is at 12 o'clock, you're going to adjust this one for your TX AM frequency to be spot on. You know, like 274050, spot on, okay? And then these two capacitors down here are just those two crystals. Now those are your sideband 7.8 megahertz second IFs basically. So yeah, you can try to tune those to spec, but they're really hard to do on a counter. I kind of do these by ear to be honest. If you have it tuned the wrong way, the audio is going to sound pinched. And if you kind of adjust this while you're listening to it, you can hear that audio get nice and mellow just where you like that sound to be. And if you go too far, yeah, it kind of muffles it out, and you don't like that either. You know, maybe you do like it brighter, but not me. I kind of like that, you listen to the hiss, right? I listen to that hiss, and you can kind of gauge it from that. So when I switch this over here to upper sideband. Now it's going to be a little less here, but you can kind of hear the hiss there. It's pretty balanced and a nice tone to it. That gets adjusted by those. And that's pretty much it for these cards in the extended position. This is pretty tough to do when they're down. Now these other two are actually accessible through the side panel a whole. Now these two guys are your lower and upper sideband adjustments for TX. The top one's for upper sideband, the lower one's for lower sideband. Okay, so yeah, when you get it all tuned up and you're right there on 38 spot on, yeah, you just tune these guys so everybody's coming in crystal clear. And you should be good to go. But you want to do that one with the card in place, because all these wires kind of change the capacitance to that whole circuit. Alright. Hey, Be Cool Radio says, yeah, you can do it if you own one of these Utopias. Utopias. The great radios. And hopefully you understand that, you know, there's high voltage in there to run that tube. You don't want to be sticking your fingers back there playing around. Nope. Up here, there's pretty much low voltage, but they got 120 volts coming right up to this stupid switch even. So, yeah, just be careful. 73s. Hey guys, this is the second part of this video. Just wanted to give you a second update to this to make sure you guys understood what's going on here and why this one particular card is kind of hard to do. Now I've adjusted this without the extender. It's so tough because yeah, you can kind of get the TX part right. Go left, go right a little bit. What a hassle. But the sideband offsets there on the bottom here, yeah, you can't reach those, so pretty tough. So that's why you do that. And you see here, I make a little extension card here. This card will pop off of there. It allows me to get it up here. And yeah, that's pretty trick, right? So I just made this from some parts from Amazon, actually. I'll show you the package here. Yeah, there you go. There are 6-pin and 4-pin connectors, 3.96 millimeters JST-VH. Yeah, they're not quite right, but the spacing is correct. So that's what's really critical here. Is the spacing right there. 3.94, and they come with a cable kit that allows you to, and they're pre-wired really, which makes them nice. So you can do your own color, plug that in there, and however you want to wire these up, yeah, that works out pretty good. So you're basically just making an extension out of these 6 and 4 pins. Yeah, and I picked those up at Amazon. $6 or so. Alright, 73s. Be Cool Radios in Seattle. Alright, so this should be the last part of this video, and I'm just going to show you the actual card extender I made. Now I was able to solder the top pins to the board. That helps secure them in place to the right position. As you can see here, I just lined them up, and then I cut these wires to length. They're the ones with the plugs on it, so I cut them to length, and then I secured this down on the bottom with a wire tie. You can see that's down here too. Now, like a lot of things you're going to see, these are prototypes, you know. Not always the prettiest, but they just get the job done sometimes, right? So there you go. That's how you extend the cards on these HyGain Utopias. See ya.